Smoke choked the sky, sirens screamed in the distance, and ash fell like snow. I was driving fast, trying to get out before the wildfire reached us, until I hit a wall. Not a real wall, just one woman, arms folded, blocking the only bridge out of our neighborhood. "This is private property," she said coldly, like those words could stop flames. Behind me, a line of cars filled with families, kids crying, seniors coughing, waited desperately. I shouted through the open window, "You need to open the road, people are gonna die," she smirked. "No one passes until the HOA fees are paid." I knew there was no such fee. Beside her stood a man with a clipboard, silent but smug. Behind me, horns blared, and my neighbor yelled, "We've got children and elderly here. Open the bridge." She didn't budge. Instead, she pulled out her phone and started recording us. "You're trespassing," she said. Just then, a tree in the distance burst into flames with a deafening crack. Something in me snapped. I hit the gas. The flimsy aluminum chain across the bridge snapped like tinsel, and I sped across. In my rearview mirror, I saw the other cars following, like a convoy of desperate souls fleeing a war zone. At the base of the mountain, emergency crews were rerouting evacuees. When we told the deputies what happened, none of us expected what came next. They arrested her. The charge? Obstructing an official evacuation route during a state-declared disaster. When we were finally allowed back home, I found a letter taped to my door. She was out on bail and suing me and 7 other neighbors for destruction of HOA property and disturbance of community order. Worse yet, she'd forged meeting records, claiming the board had voted to close the bridge for unpaid dues. She even faked my name on the attendance list. I did some digging and discovered the truth. She hadn't legally been HOA president for almost a year. The last elected president had stepped down due to illness, and no one had replaced her. This woman had been acting as president without any authority at all. We hired a sharp lawyer who dealt with her before. She looked at the paperwork and said, "These forgeries are sloppy." Then she smiled, "We countersue." She walked into court wearing a white pantsuit with a billboard lawyer by her side, playing the part of a noble leader. She cried on the stand, painting herself as the victim of an ungrateful neighborhood. Then we presented our evidence. The forged documents, FEMA funding records for the bridge, the video of her filming evacuees while flames closed in, and testimony from the real former president. The courtroom went silent. The judge ruled against her completely. Fraud, falsified legal documents, misrepresentation of authority, and obstruction during a state emergency. Not only did she lose, but her case was referred for criminal prosecution. She ended up with 18 months of house arrest, 5 years of probation, and a lifetime ban from holding any HOA leadership position. Within a month, her husband sold their house, and the HOA was dissolved, replaced by a third-party management company. Now when I cross that bridge, I don't just see the blackened trees from that night, I see freedom. No more petty fines, no more emergency fees, no more self-appointed rulers with clipboards. Sometimes the loudest voice in the room isn't the strongest. It's just the one most afraid of being ignored. And when someone uses rules like weapons, you fight back with truth, with unity, and, if necessary, with the law.